the Adelaide Crows, so they can get it going here. O'Brien against Darcy in the ruck. Goes back and gets his own work. Walters straight into the action already. And he might add to his possession count. He thought Frampton might still get there. Brayshaw got there ahead of him. Frampton ran into low, drops him. Did he brace for contact?
The young and the old, I mean, Lockie Murphy tried to be a little bit too clever there on the boundary line too, but...
It's the brave kick we've been looking for.
Yep, and there's another one.
Pahoki grabbed. De Keys. Heads long, goal square. Use of the body from Crocker, superb. Got a scorpion, a king, he's got some cherries, some stars. Got a giant Bugs Bunny that's about to be coloured in. But can he add some colour to the scoreboard? He can't.
Really good passage of play. Just having it there to crash on low. All here.
Sloan. Heads long, Walker caught behind. Push out. McAdam's free.
Here we go again.
Related to Gilbert and Adrian and Sam Petrevski-Seton. Never in. Oh, my goodness. Had to feed it through his legs. McAdam again. Crocker from the pocket. They can't kick him from front on.
Things are weeks 3 to 5, aren't we?
It didn't happen when they first came back.
3 to 5, we're starting to see them.
Sturt heads long with that ball. Top of the square. One-on-one. Lob.
In the forward line, and this is what happens. You get that big one-on-one mark.
So Billy Frampton's been sent back to fullback, and this would hurt. There's those little stutter steps. That's his normal routine.
Freo go down and kick a goal through Walters, and we see exactly the same thing here in the third quarter. They've had to play for over 10 minutes.
Straight down the Staples. Shortest way home. Frampton got up, but he couldn't mark it this time. Young tried to thread a handball through. Frampton! Frampton comes alive!
I think they've worked it out. No set shots.
Well, that's going to do him the world of good. You can see him at the pack here coming from the side. Nearly gets his hands on it, but then he stays involved, and that's a really good snap. So his confidence gets a boost, and so do the Adelaide teammates. They've got to start getting more reward for all these inside 50s.
The handball, Duday to Crocker. Heads long. Big leapers go up. Ball falls to the back. Opens up for Lynch. 2 in a row. Here they come.
Well, watch the play unfold.
How good's this, Moons? Because that's a throw, but he says if I catch it and then handball it, I can get away with it. That was brilliant.
But we just have a look at Hogan, just still standing there, slumped shoulders. I didn't mark the ball. You've got to get back into the play, because then with the loud opposition to kick the ball into your forward line, take the goal.
And another ground ball goal.
It is Wilson. Long launch back to the hot spot. Crows had 3 players fly for the fist. Knocked it down. Little edge out was okay on Sturt. Laird. Hamill. Dangerous kick though. Little too central. Duman.
Some players still down.
See, they've got some options.
So they're a man down. They pump it in. Overheads. Trainers around it. They haven't stopped play. Schultz. Mundy. Feeds it out to Sarong. Walters feeds it wider. Young a little fumble. Fed it back towards Bewley. They're under immense pressure at the moment, Fremantle. And a couple of fumbles now. Some scoreboard pressure for a change. Jones to Lynch to Keys. Adelaide want to get it running. Talia's up at least in the hands of trainers. Frampton starting to find it. To Sloan on the run. Can he hit a chest? Puts it out in front of the runner. McAdam, open goal. Slams it home. Scores a level, and McAdam gets his first in AFL footy.
But finally got the ball back and then just took the game through the middle of the ground. Frampton been really important the last few minutes. Sloan's been really important the last couple of minutes. Finished off with a great goal.
Wasn't the best kick from Rory, but he got a very kind bounce. It sat up nicely for McAdam. And he was able to use his pace.
Injury.
Big clash, big pack. They get squeezed together and the heads clash. Lob and Talia. Just front.
Hardigan back towards the wing. Sarong. Deft deflection down to Aish. Puts it back to attacking 50. Chera. Kick down, 20 seconds left. Short pass to Mundy.
But finally, An experienced player runs up the middle of the ground, Dwayne. Demands it in the middle and gets it.
What's been his trademark after the siren goals?
This is a goal.
Often to win games. This one after the third term siren. And he has missed. Adelaide didn't kick their first goal until after the halftime siren. But the Crows have kicked the last 3 of the game, and it's a 1-point contest. Mundy drives it long, gets it inside 50 early. Ball thumped clear, but back into the congestion. Duday just collected it from his bootlaces. A little roller. Aish. Darcy. He spanks it. And he found a target. Taberner at three-quarter time. They took in the belief that they could overrun Fremantle. Taberner spears that through the middle, equal to the moment. Matt Taberner.
He split and went the other way. For some reason, Duday just didn't go with him. And then Taberner's just snuck out to the side. And all of a sudden, he was by himself. And look, it was a very lucky kick. It was almost like, as I said, an NFL punt. He's just tried to...
Great afternoon at the office. Mongrels that to Hogan.
So it's clearance dominance early for Freo.
Hogan goes to the pocket. He could have gone for home, but that'll do.
I still don't understand. No, I'll come back to it.
So he opens it up. They practice these all the time. And that's just across the face to him, to Brad Crouch. It opens up for Adelaide now. Open space. Big ball to win. Paholke had a couple against him. Still there for him. 2-man bumped out of it. McHenry feeds it out. Lynch bends it around. Bends it to the pop. So Taberner's forward. Big leap. Walters takes a monster to steady the ship for a 13-point margin. And drills it. Took the mark. Kicked the goal.
In the quarter. And now he's against 3 big blokes. And he just jumps over the top and takes a screamer and makes a goal out of nothing for the Fremantle Dockers. So you just think it's their ability to make the most of their opportunities that might separate them from the Adelaide Crows when the siren goes at the end of the match.
See, what the great thing about the early jump,
to Young.
And Young earlier, great spoil inside 50. The defence has held up this last quarter.
Tucker, long. Taberner can nearly put this win in the book.
Well, it's another nail in the coffin if he converts.
He sucks in the deep breaths, uses his full allotment of time and then misses. And the door still open for Adelaide. They kicked 3 goals. There's that blast, but it's been dropped. Trouble for Duday. Picked up by Sturt. Opens it up inside. Wide. So they're still alive, Adelaide.
They're this close.
Still alive. Play on. Pulls the kick late. Gets it to half forward, and Frampton traded for a 4th-round pick by Port Adelaide over summer. He's a Fremantle boy originally, and he misses a behind. Smith heads long in hope. Huge leap again.
He will not die trying, I tell you now.
Pumps it back out. Play on the call. Hits the deck. Lobbed it brilliantly. Tucker ran into a brick wall, but he bounced off like a rubber ball. Brayshaw out wide. Wilson, this could be the knockout blow. Plenty of time. Doesn't want to waste it. Hands it to Sturt. He looks up.
The overlap.
Players in space. And he hits Tucker. Full allotment of time. Then runs in. Then strikes it pretty well. Bang. And he's got it there. And Fremantle will win their first game of 2020.
You just cannot afford to waste opportunities. They will come back to bite you on the proverbial. There's the tackle you're talking about. He was good enough, Darcy Tucker, to ride the tackle. Stood up, wore it, and then took off and ran. Look at it. Look at the hard running. Just continued to run. That's the bit of work rate you'd show everyone at the Team XA. He's the one that nearly got hammered in the tackle at centre.
In essence, for Adelaide, lost their last 3 games last year and have lost their first 5 of this season.
Dangerous tackle.
Is that dangerous? He lifted him.
Oh, okay.
Lifted him, but the head was never in danger, was it? Of that.
Well, I'm debating whether it was a free kick, so I'd definitely say No report on that.
Well, but the issue is...
That should be 50.
The issue is, what do you want to stamp? Anything can happen. So maybe you need to give a fine and say if we see it again, it'll be a suspension.
Brad Crouch went to Lynch. Bottom of the ladder and winless. And straight into the man on the mark, Sturt, who put his hands up and he hadn't given it up. Wasn't prepared to make that an easy shot. And that was superb. They've got the game won, but he's still committed. Hogan goes back, and it's the first win of the coaching career of Justin Longmuir.